Christian Agenda, Chapter 6, in your benefit. What can we do in our own benefit? Do not fret over the ignorant one. Surely he has not had the opportunities which illuminated your path. So we can always remember that people have different walks. Each one of us has a story, has a background, a culture, and pains and wounds, and some of us have been given a little bit more opportunities in lifetime than others. So always trying to place someone within a bigger picture helps us to come to a place of empathy. Even if not fully understanding, because we don't know one's story and journey to that point, to that behavior, just by bringing into context as much as we can about that person will help us to shift our perception and to be able to act or to react from a different place. So do not fret over the ignorant one. Surely he has not had the opportunities which illuminated your path. Avoid the weariness of fanatics. They remain in the prison of exclusivism and deserve compassion just as any other prisoner. So when someone in a place of fanaticism is a prison. Fanaticism comes from a place where you can only conceive your own truth as if any of us in this world possesses the whole truth or has enough clarity to see everything. So someone who is so extreme is always in prison. And so that's what this sentence is telling us. So we should have compassion. Do not be perturbed by a new-bred, unsociable brother. In most cases, he has an ulcer or bad nerves. Anyone who is unsocial, who is cold, who is distant, is someone that's naturally, obviously dealing with some type of pain. Help your companion who is insecure. Perhaps he does not have enough to supply his needs, while you retain the superfluous. Do not become angry with an ungrateful person. He is probably confused or inexperienced. Help one who errs. Your feet step on the same ground. And if you possess the means to correct, you still have no right to censure him. In other words, we are all in the same boat here. Today, someone is committing a mistake, but that same mistake can be yours in a couple of days. If not, we are all committing mistakes at all times, and will benefit from someone's compassion, forgiveness, and understanding. So just keeping that in mind helps us to be also more forgiving. A lot of times the difficulty in forgive has to do with our high expectations of someone, expecting that people will be able to behave and do things that they're not there yet. So the problem is not theirs, it's ours with our own expectations. Pardon the deserter. He's weak and will return to the lesson later on. So if someone is unable to stick with you, is unable to fulfill commitment, had to leave, had to go, and left work undone or a lesson to be finished, sooner or later, he or she is going to have to get back to that, because no lesson can be left undone or unfinished in the universe. Aid the sick, thanking the divine power for the state of equilibrium that you possess. So recognizing that our health, mental, emotional, spiritual, is a blessing, and not everyone is in that same stage. Forget the accuser. He does not know your case from its beginning. And forgive the transgressor. Life will take care of him, just as it takes care of us. Every time we are the one transgressing, hurting, sooner or later, that comes back to us. So the lesson is in your own benefit. So those are things that we can do. At first, it may appear that we're doing the benefit of others, but mostly and foremost, it is for our own benefit. We are the ones who first benefit from helping, forgetting, forgiving, aiding, pardoning, and seeking in all situations a position of more compassion and empathy, because the feelings of criticism, the feelings of hostility, inability to forgive, it's all toxic elements that we keep in our system, in our energy, and before they arrive to their final destination, whenever we are kind of having this attitude towards someone, they first are in us and become really trash that we carry, like carry a load of trash in our own hearts and in our own souls. So seeking, again, an empathic stance is something that we need with ourselves, and it also helps cleansing our soul, our spirit, and allowing us to live our life with more peace, harmony, and better health.